This is the best tip for productivity. Less distracting things are greater than more productive things. Less distractive things in your life are greater than more productive things in your life. By following this tip, you will 2 times, 3 times, even 4 times your productivity. Now, you may be wondering what I mean when I say less distracting things is better than more productive things. Having less things in your life that distract you from productivity is more valuable towards your productivity than having more productive things in your life. You see, this is the way it works. Having less distraction in your life gives you more brain capacity to complete the productive things in your daily life to a higher standard and quicker, therefore making you more productive. Think about it this way. Your brain is used to a certain capacity every day. And by that I mean like a certain amount of things going on in your life which require thoughts. I like to think that this sort of capacity regenerates every day with sleeping and then waking up in the morning. Every single thing that you do in your day slowly lowers this capacity, both productive and distracting things. Every single thing you do in your life takes away from your brain capacity. So instead of worrying and straining over productive tasks and doing all these distractive things that you do in your day-to-day life whilst trying to be more productive but getting really angry because you're not thinking straight or you're too tired or things like that, limiting distracting actions in your life will give you more brain power to devote to the things that you care about, and in this context, production. So if you wanted to become more productive and you decided, okay, what I'm going to do is I am going to work for an extra hour in the evening, you will have a lot more issues with your productivity in that hour than if you took away an hour of distractive actions in your daily life, because these distractive actions are what make you more tired by the end of the day when you want to add these productive actions into your life. So here's an example. Going on your phone in the morning, that is an incredibly distracting activity. Now, if you wanted to work on a business, for example, going on your phone for 2 hours in the morning is going to drain you of your capacity to actually work on this business effectively, to be effectively productive. You would be better off replacing the hours that you spend distracting yourself with the productive task of, in this example, working on your business. You will have more capacity, therefore, to do the productive things. So I'll say it again. Less distracting things are greater than more productive things. So let's say, as an example, you wake up, you check your phone, then you go and watch the news, and then after the news you watch, 10, 20 minutes of TV, and then you go work. You would be served so much better in your work by not going on your phone in the morning, not watching the news in the morning, not watching the TV in the morning, just getting up, getting ready to work, and then working as quickly as possible. And you will produce so much more in that time that you work than you would have before. Let's say your goal in production is to be more mindful. Instead of adding this journaling and meditation on top of everything else in your daily routine of, waking up, going on your phone, watching the news, watching TV, you should firstly focus on removing going on your phone in the mornings and removing going on the TV in the mornings. That will leave you with this open space in which you can eventually start putting production into, making yourself overall more productive. You need to focus on removing the bad habits first before anything else. So here is the actionable step that you can take with this tip that I have just told you about productivity. I want you to write out everything you do in your daily life. Waking up, brushing your teeth, everything. And I want you to rank them in one of 2 columns. I want you to either rank them in distraction or production. Now, obviously, let's not be silly here. You need to brush your teeth in the morning. Put that in production. Things that keep you going, like within a healthy extent, right? And then I want you to rank everything in the distraction column from least distracting to most distracting. And then I want you to start by just removing one thing, preferably the most distracting thing you have in your life. I want you to do that. I want you to slowly start incorporating a new thing which would fall under the productive column in the table that you have just made of your daily life. And I want you to slowly do that for about 2 weeks, maybe even 3-4 weeks. I want you to just focus on removing that one distracting habit and then replacing it. And once that feels comfortable, you need to move on to the next most distracting thing and remove it and replace it with a new productive thing. So as you can see, now it starts to make sense. As I said earlier, I said this could 2 times or 3 times or even 4 times your productiveness, and you probably heard that and thought, oh, what a pile of shit. Like, what is he talking about? It's not just the removing of distracting activities in your life that creates productivity because it frees up brain capacity. It's also how you replace it with something rather than adding something onto your whole daily routine, which would stress you out even more. It's a nice gradual way to sort of make yourself more productive. This, unfortunately, is not exactly an overnight fix, but it's probably the best tip that I've got for being productive. Thank you.